Welcome to today's class. Today we are going to see the topic The Attic, Unit 4, Prose, The Attic, which was written by Satyajit Ray. The Attic, Satyajit Ray. Okay, so this is the lesson about it is natural for human beings to make mistakes. When we realize our mistakes, we should try to rectify them. If you get a chance to rectify your mistake or payback for it, what would you do and how would you correct it? Just think about this question, okay? We'll just see the small information about the author. Who is the author of this lesson? Satyajit Ray. Okay, Satyajit Ray was an Indian filmmaker, screenwriter, graphic artist, music composer, and author. He was born in Kolkata. He authored several short stories and novels meant primarily for young children and teenagers. He revived the children's magazines Sandesh, which his grandfather had started in 1913 and edited it until his death in 1992. Ray was more interested in writing rather than filmmaking. His stories have been translated in Europe, the United States, and many other countries. Ray received many awards, including 32 National Film Awards by the Government of India, notably the Padma Bhushan in 1965 and the highest civilian honor, Bharat Ratna, shortly before his death. So he died on 23rd April 1992. Okay. We'll move on to the summary of the story Attic. In the story, the Attic, the rich man Aditya expresses regret for some fault he committed 29 years ago during his childhood. So he asks sincere apology to person concerned for his mistake. Okay, this is the introduction about the story, ma. Then Aditya and his memories during the return journey from the new factory at Dudegang. The narrator Satyajit Ray and his friend cum business partner Aditya were driving through National Highway 40, reaching a point of bifurcation. What is meant by bifurcation? Bifurcation means divided into two. Okay, bifurcation means divided into two. The narrator asked Aditya about his wish to take the road towards right that leads to his ancestral home at Brahmapur. His father was a landlord and his ancestors were zamindars. After Aditya's schooling at Brahmapur, they moved to Kolkata for his higher studies, where his dad too started a new business. Okay, where his dad too started a new business. So Aditya agreed to go to his birthplace. He also agreed to go to the place. He tried to recall memories of his 200-year old ancestral house, his school, and the tea shop. It was 3:30 p.m. in the month of Maha, which could be January or February. The sun was soothing. What is meant by soothing? Making someone feel calm, okay, which means making someone feel calm. On either side of the road were large stretches of paddy fields. In about 10 minutes they reached the local school. The iron gates, the playing field, and the two-storied school building made Aditya go into deep thoughts. Okay, he just recollecting all the school memories. They next went to the tea shop of Nagan uncle. Okay, they Aditya and Satyajit Ray, they just next went to the tea shop of Nagan uncle, who was now a little over 60. He was wearing a dhoti and a blue striped shirt that could be seen from under a green shawl. His shop stood next to a grocery shop and opposite a temple dedicated to Lord Shiva. They had Nankate sitting on two tin chairs. There was only One other customer sitting at a corner table with his head bent as though he were sleeping. Nagan uncle reminded Mr. Sanyal to go home as it was already 4 p.m. and other customers would soon be coming. The narrator observed Sanyal's facial expression and noted the change in Aditya's too. Mr. Sanyal reacted sharply, stood up, stretched himself, and raised his lean right arm. With eyes dilated, he began to recite a poem by Tagore. Panraksha. Soon he left the place, making the gesture of Namaste with his hands in general. So Aditya came to know from Nagan uncle more details about Sanyal. Okay, Aditya is collecting details about Sanyal. He now went straight to his house, which he had no intention of seeing. He went up the attic. Okay, so he went up the attic, a favorite place of the children. He climbed over a wooden packing case and took something from the ventilator with a deep sigh of relief. He now rushed to the jewelers to ascertain the current market price for the article he had found. The climax was his next visit to see Sanyal, who stayed with his father's friend Jogesh Kabiraj. Okay, Aditya seeks forgiveness from Sanyal. Aditya saw Sanyal, requested his entry into his room, and gave him a cover with 50 15 10 rupees notes. Okay, 15 10 rupees notes, that is 150 rupees. In Sasanka Sanyal's room there was absolutely nothing but just a charpai to sit on. Sasanka was busy reciting verses from Tagore. Sanyal was questioned about Aditya Narayan Chaudhary. Sanyal remembered him very well and told them that he was a liar and was also envious over him. He said that he had usurped his medal for poetry recitation. Aditya told him that he was Aditya himself and was changed. Sanyal admitted that he recognized him at the tea shop and ventured out his anger on him. Sanyal also refused to accept the money and preferred the medal. Aditya, who is now a changed man, restored the medal to its owner and sought forgiveness. Okay, so this is the story of the attic. So what is the conclusion? Now we are all human beings. Okay, we are all human beings, and to err is human. The author instates that a person must rectify his mistakes when given a chance for it. Okay, so we are all human beings, we all make mistakes. Once you realize your mistakes, please rectify it. Okay, so that is the beautiful story by Satyajit Ray. Okay, kindly read the lesson. Okay, thank you, ma. Study well. I'll post the question and answer. Thank you.